Hello and welcome to this video. In this video we are going to explain what offloading is and who it affects, what it consists of, how to stop it, and how to not be someone that is offloaded onto. Okay, because it's all a process and it is something that not only are you creating to be the person that is offloaded onto, but you are also creating if you are the projection, if you are the person that is doing the offloading. Okay, so what is offloading? What is offloading? Essentially, it's dumping suppressed emotions. It's being unaware of what you are actually bringing with you everywhere you go, and therefore lacking the awareness that what you're experiencing externally is actually something that you are creating because it is only coming from within you. And so the people that offload, they are unaware that they are the very person that's creating the experience where they feel neglected or they feel abandoned, they feel stressed, they feel fear, they basically feel any low frequency emotion, anger, worry, jealousy, resentment. All of that is all the same. It's just someone living in separation from the truth, which is the heart space. Someone that's living in their head rather than their heart. They're living purely in their ego, in this limited version of who they believe themselves to be, rather than the truth. Okay? So, why does offloading occur? Okay? Offloading occurs because an individual hasn't learned how to process their own emotions. And it all goes back down to childhood. So let's say you are an individual that has experienced a traumatic childhood. And again, trauma is trauma. Doesn't matter the extent of the trauma. Anything that's happened in your life that has made you feel separate from your own heart. Okay. So parents shouting, parents arguing, feeling left out at school, all of that can create that dynamic. When an individual goes through something like that and then they don't speak about it or express it, maybe they try and express how they felt at the time, but people were too busy around them, or it got knocked down. Maybe they were taught that being vulnerable was a sign of weakness and they learned from their surroundings, no one's showing their emotions here, so I'm just going to do the same. So whatever happened doesn't matter. Suppressed emotions are suppressed emotions. And so anyone that is suppressing their own emotions, you can call them avoidance, but they will always offload. Okay, they're always going to offload because this suppressed anger, resentment, worry, jealousy, whatever it may be, there's nowhere for it to go, right? And it's not just going to evaporate and disappear. It does get transmuted if you change your thoughts. But let's say you're just trying to ignore that it's even there to begin with, right? You're ignoring these emotions, but the emotions aren't ignoring you. So your ego's trying to suppress them, trying to forget about it, trying to move on with your life. But the suppressed emotion within you is like knocking on your door, knocking inside of you like, hello, I'm here. I'm still here. It's been years now and I've only got louder and stronger. I'm still here. And so what it looks like is outburst of emotions, okay? Raised emotion, a lot of energy portrayed outward, right? And a lot of the times this is done onto individuals. Okay. So the way that you obviously stop this from happening is to take accountability of the fact that you feel the way that you do because you are choosing to continue to believe the things that you do about yourself. No one makes you feel anything. No one's telling you how to feel. And even if they do, you're choosing to agree with them, right? So, first things first is taking accountability for the way that you feel. Second is realizing that you are creating your experiences from the inside out. So you are creating your experiences with simply how you feel. Okay? And the third one is to change the beliefs that you hold about yourself. Because the reason why you're offloading in the first place is because behind all of it, there are these beliefs that you hold about yourself as an individual, that you're not good enough, that you're not lovable, that you're undeserving, all these negative beliefs that you hold about yourself. Because it's the reason why you have suppressed anger or resentment or jealousy or worry or anything of a low frequency. You're holding that in your body, which means that you are believing in a lie about yourself. Lies about yourself consist of believing that you're nothing, you're not worthy, you're not good enough, you can't do that, you're undeserving, right? You're unlovable. All of these things. And we pick these beliefs up from childhood when we go through experiences caused by trauma. So what can you do to change is simply by changing the beliefs that you hold about yourself, right? Now you're going to understand, oh, wait, my reaction is coming from me. The experiences that are going on are what I am creating. If you keep reacting the same way that you always have, you will always get the same result. So you don't change life by always getting angry at something, always getting, worried about something, always feeling sad about something, because you create that cycle to keep repeating over and over and over and over. And the thing about individuals that offload is that they'll always find something to put all of their suppressed emotion onto, okay? Because they keep repeating that cycle, right? And that's never going to change because they're always going to find someone to offload onto until they realize they are the one creating that experience, okay? So, now let's talk about the offloader. Who's the type of individual that gets the offloading onto? Okay. Well, it has to be someone that doesn't know their worth, that doesn't see their value, that doesn't think highly of themselves. So it also has to be an individual that is avoiding themselves and living with lack of awareness, right? Because the reason why you would take someone else's suppressed emotion onto you and essentially take it as your own is because you believe there's truth in that offload. So you believe that you deserve the anger that they're portraying towards you, or whatever it may be. Okay? And again, it's the same thing for you to change to not be the offloader, then for the offloader to change to not be the one offloading. It's all the same. It is simply changing the beliefs that you hold about yourself. That's it. It's so simple. Yet the majority of people just don't do it. But it will change your entire life because it changes the way that you see yourself. And the way that you see yourself is the exact way that you're going to see the world. Because think of it like a hologram. What you're experiencing externally is a reflection of your own internal world. We are all living in our own individual, unique realities based on what we believe to be true individually. And of course, you're going to come across people and you're going to share your beliefs, you're going to agree on your beliefs. But then you're also going to come across people and not agree with them at all. Doesn't mean they're true and you're right, or you're wrong and they're right. It's just you are creating your own individual reality. So going back to the offloader and the offloading, okay? The reason why it's so important to change your beliefs so you're not the person that's projected onto is because the person doing the projection, they clearly will see you as the issue because that's their truth, that's their reality. And as long as you keep believing in very little about yourself, you will also believe that you deserve the offloading, okay? So which one's the true truth? Both is true for your individual unique realities because you're experiencing it from the inside out. So I'm going to say it one more time. Change the beliefs that you hold about yourself, and you will change your whole entire reality.